Hey, how's it going? I'm pro basketball player DeAndre Jordan. And you know I get busy on the court, but in my spare time, I like to slow down and enjoy the finer things in life. So today, you're gonna be joining me as I sit down with some of the most interesting athletes and celebrities. And with the help of pro softball star A.J. Andrews,
we're gonna have some laughs, get real, and take a deep dive into what makes our guests great.
And what better way to do it than with a glass of smooth wine? Welcome to Vino Talk. Today, we're here in sunny Los Angeles, and we have the pleasure of having three-time NBA world champion and Olympic gold medalist Pierre McGee to sit at our table. We've got a great conversation around sustained greatness, legacy, and of course, wine.
Pierre is not just a 14-year vet in the NBA, but also produced on a Grammy-nominated album. And so today, as we jump into the wine and great conversation, what are we having first, DeAndre?
Today we're going to be having The Prisoner. The Prisoner Company has been remaking the rules of luxury wine for over 20 years. Been based out of Napa Valley, California. They make bold and luxury variety blends.
Ooh, well today let's start off with the red blend, which is a blend of Zinfandel, Syrah, Petit Syrah, Cab Sauv, and a rare varietal Charbonneau. Can you do us the honors?
Yes, ma'am.
With your long limbs. I mean, both of you. Mine, don't go that far.
And crack.
And crack. Lovely. Swirl. Sniff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get those notes?
I know you are an expert. Love that.
It's a good year. What year is this?
2019.
I would say like kind of how our careers go as athletes, all of us, you get better with time, just like the wine does. And you're going into our 15th year.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were in the same draft class, so we go way, way back. Going into your 15th year, obviously you've been an NBA champion on different teams and been able to bring that passion and legacy with you as that goes. How have you been able to sustain that for so long?
The funny part is like the first time I feel like, which was a turning point in my career where I figured it out, I feel like health-wise rather than basketball-wise, was actually in Dallas the first time I went. So this will be my second time going to Dallas. And the first time was in, I believe, 2015. And I was 280 pounds. And at that time in the NBA, big men were the thing. It was just like passing the post to a big man, big strong moves and all that, pounding and grinding. So I was like, I gotta gain more weight. I just had that in my mind. So I was 280 in Dallas and I was just slow. I was slow. I wasn't jumping as high as I usually jump. And I was just like, no, this weight thing isn't for me. So that was the season I decided to go vegan, and it was actually from a coach from Jamal Mosley, who was a coach there. I think he's the head coach of Orlando right now. And he convinced me to do it, and I did it, and I went from like 280 to 250, 255, and that next season went to Golden State and won back-to-back NBA championships.
Let's pivot a little bit. So you also have a lot of passions and hobbies. Making music is one of them. How did you get into that?
Making music?
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, so I love computers. I love camera equipment. Like I have so much stuff to where, like when I was a kid, just not even a kid. When I actually got to college, and you get the Pell Grant, you get a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I went and bought me a nice little laptop. I made a.
Y'all got that.
But I was making beats in college, and I made a mixtape with one of my teammates. But the most thing about it that attracted me was the technology, if anything. Like, if it was back in the day where you actually had to make the beats, go find the sounds, record them in the studio, it's different. But I came right in the era of when Fruity Loops was around and Logic, and you could literally make a whole album on your laptop. So it was more the technology for me that got me addicted to producing, I would say. And what strayed me away from, I feel like, wanting to be a rapper was the fact that I'm 7 foot. And I know other rappers are like 5'5".
Wait, why would that matter?
I just looked at the optics from that.
See, he's an Oz
angle.
guy. He said he
you
was
did
an
say
Oz
you're an
guy.
Oz
Remember
guy.
that?
I was just like, probably wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Just because you tall?
Yeah, for sure. Like even when I take pictures with rappers and stuff, it's just like people always comment like they look like children. This is crazy. So I always envision me on the stage, and I'm just like, I don't know.
You got your other hype man with you. It's
And my hype man, your friends, most of your friends are tall still, to the average person. So I got a 6-foot hype man.
These giants out here, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're Grammy nominated on Justin Bieber's album. And can you talk a little bit about that story, how that even came about?
Yeah. So I'm great friends with Justin Bieber's main writer, Pooh Bear. And Pooh Bear's been around for years now, and he's got, I can't even put on one hand how many platinum, gold, multi-platinum, 10 times platinum albums he has. I was in LA, I think this was when I was playing with the Lakers, and I always make beats. It's just something I always do. And I hit him up and I'm like, yo, you in LA? I'm in LA, let's go to the studio. So we went to the studio. I was playing some samples, just going through samples or whatever. And then the little sample that I had was just a little sample. And it was just the audio. So it wasn't no beat behind it, it wasn't no drums behind it or anything. It was literally that. And he's like, pull that one up. And it was kind of, when he told me to pull that one up, I was just like, this is one of my simplest ones. Like, this is the one you want?
Took me no time.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, I literally made that sample like 10 seconds, and then made the beat, and I was just like, but I played it just to see if he liked it, and he was like, take the drums off, give me that sample. Then about 2 months later, I had got my house robbed in Encino. And he called me because he had just got his house, somebody had broken into his house, and then at the end of that conversation, he's like, you made the album? I'm like, what album are you talking about? He's like, the Bieber album. I'm like, the hell? Like, okay, I guess that's some...
you should have led with that, man.
Exactly. He told me the whole story, like, they still robbed me, they took my blah, blah, blah. He told me, like, dang, it's sad news. We both got some...
Bad news first.
I guess, in a positive note, yeah.
But, then he was like, you're on the album. I'm like, that's fire. And it was just then from there, and then it got nominated, and so now I'm a Grammy-nominated producer.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations to that, man.
We're gonna keep giving you some options. So the next one we got for you, Pierre, is a Chardonnay from the Sonoma and Napa sides of Caneros AVA. Give it a try.
Let's see what this is. You got cheers, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Wow. You trying to get to the Caneros?
It smelled good.
It's your speed right here.
Well, from being on the court to producing music to producing films, what's next for you?
I think I'm gonna stay in this lane, I'm gonna stay in the basketball, film, and music lane. I feel like the creative process that's why I chose producing rather than being an artist also. It's probably just the creative process. I really enjoy that process. So like films and producing and directing and things like that, I'm really passionate about more than acting.
Okay.
But I do.
Is it a height thing again?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. But I do transpire, or I am inspired to be like The Rock when I retire, for sure. I'm just gonna get really, really buff.
That is
really buff.
Is that it?
And getting 13 Fast and Furious. That's my goal.
I was gonna say, what kind of films do you like? Indie?
I want all action. If I'm gonna be in a film, I definitely want to be an all action film type guy.
You do your own stunts?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
I need to body slam people across the club and jump off buildings.
It would be hard to find someone you all's type.
My stunt double.
Yeah, but it'd be easy for him to perform these tasks though.
Right.
For sure.
Like you have to do it.
Hell yeah. Well, Pierre, this has been awesome, and thank you so much for being on our show today. Hopefully, next time we have you, you'll be a Grammy award-winning producer.
There it is.
So
And
shout out to
avid wine drinker.
Yes. So shout out to Prisoner Wine for everything that they gave us today, all the goods, and cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Shout out to the AVA.
AVA.